And we're back. Odell's Roundtable. And man, during the break, sometimes it's almost just as good as the actual discussion.
Hell.
And
are you recording the breaks?
Well,
that was good stuff.
Might have to get that. But speaking of the show, man, I want to shout out to my man O Jones. He's tuned in, and he also asked a question, in regards to what you were saying, Dre, and what you were saying, Trina, in regards to you saying the photos, and you were talking about the talks. He was saying, et cetera. Is that cheating? Are they off limits because they lead to cheating? Is that itself just?
Well, yes, they're off limits because they lead to cheating. So, again, the conversation, not so much the pictures. I mean, if you showing your private parts, yeah, come on. But if I'm in a swimming suit, if you're in your
two-piece,
if I'm in a
two-piece with the back shot, you look at
now. See, that's okay. That's
you like.
So, but yeah, it leads to cheating.
So do you police his discussions? Or how is that done?
No, I don't police his discussions. I don't do that.
All right.
But we've already had the conversation, hey,
So he has like a trigger.
Don't put yourself in a situation that's going to jeopardize what you got.
All right, so if he's talking to a lady and he, they just get the conversation going, and then all of a sudden that light clicks, he just stops that discussion and walks away.
So if that's what you need to do, for me,
how do you play it? How do you pull it off?
Exactly what you. If that light clicks on and I'm in a relationship, I can't talk to you no more because I know myself better. You just walk away. I walk away from it.
But Trina, okay, like you said that. Okay, if you're attractive and you have a man that's attractive, women they're very similar as far as like wanting all these things you talked about that you want in a man. So other women are going to be attracted to that. If you're saying that your two-piece is okay, maybe he gets the high off of sporting his, being all intellectual. That makes him feel good about himself. So whenever he's talking to people, it's nothing personal. He just likes to engage people intellectually, and he likes the girls looking like, oh, he's smart or whatever it may be. He might just like that. It's nothing personal. Just like you saying that your two-piece ain't nothing personal. It's just you was at the beach.
Okay, so let me clarify. Okay. I personally don't parade around in a two-piece because I don't need attention that way. I can get attention just being me. Point blank, period. I don't have to dress up to do that. I don't have to show my ass. I don't do that. And if I have a man who needs women to like him because of what he said, why do you need all this attention? That type of man, I'm not going to want that type of man.
Well, what if it's just like I said, he's just a charismatic person though, and he's not like Natsu saying, you might not be trying to.
Just happens.
It's magnetic. This is a magnetic type thing.
You were attracted to it, so it's just who he is.
It fooled you.
So he's not being out of character. Now you're telling him to technically not be himself.
I would never tell anybody not to be themselves. But again, based on my experience, I don't want somebody that needs a lot of attention. I don't like men like that. That's not attractive to me. If you need people to look at me. Focus on me. That's bullshit. That's girl. That's shit. That's right. What women do.
Okay, so it's about finding the right person with the same kind of drive that you have, whether it be sex drive, whether it be being social. So are you saying so are we saying that if you have a low sex drive, you're a woman that you should look for a man that has a low sex drive as well?
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't know. Okay, everybody here has a high sex drive.
So the woman is the twice a month woman. Okay.
Something's going on right there.
Possibly, but she's still attracted and everything. The twice a month dude, you ain't gonna like him. He sit on the side of the road. He probably got an IV hooked in. Whenever you go to his house, he got a table for the medication he on.
No, that's not true.
Huh? The twice a month dude.
Well, hold on,
or either that, or he's.
Well, hold on. Listen, Trina is somebody who's dated, so let's let her speak. I mean, you said you've met men that are virile, that are outgoing,
that are they're very,
and they have a low sex drive.
It's funny because I was just talking about this with a girlfriend today.
Okay.
So this guy, he's in the Army, in the military, nice body, looks good, smells good, got just really going on.
Okay.
But he is terrible in bed. Terrible in bed.
That could be
terrible.
But
terrible, right? That he doesn't want it enough.
Yeah, I mean,
or he just
because he's so terrible that he knows he has to do other things to make up for it. So he knows.
Look at our faces like, huh?
Yeah, no. Listen. So he knows. Okay, so like the 2-minute brother. If you know that you're 2 minutes, you probably have to do. You have to focus on other stuff
Wait a minute,
that you
Trina.
need to do.
I mean, there's a time even men that claim to be the beast, they have 2-minute moments. It's not. Yeah. It's not that that he don't have the skill. It's you. It's
so
good.
Here goes Dre.
It's called good.
Here's an example.
Okay, give your example,
Here's
Trina.
an example. This is not so much the 2-minute, but this is somebody that was very small. Because they when you are talking, you're getting to know each other. Hey, listen, this is what it is. However, I got this, that, and the other. So you have other things, and women will consider that.
But wait a minute.
Other things.
So you said like in discussion, talking, he let it known that he
let
had
it be known. Let it be known.
a stump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a big
I
man.
don't know about that.
I'm not a big man. I probably won't be able to satisfy you physically.
But I can.
Wow.
But however,
My tongue game is ridiculous.
Asiatic black man. No,
Okay, so you expect him to be that honest? Let me ask you a question. Do you think women are being that honest? Hey, look, I know that you're attracted to me. I know you like me. You got all these things that I like, but I'm a twice-a-month woman.
And
I'm going to put that out.
I know you like oral sex. I know you like head, but that's not one of the things that I like to do.
Oh man, that's a no-no.
You know what I mean? Now it's up to the dude to be like,
listen.
Well, yeah, you have to make a decision.
Now
If that's
listen.
important to you, you have to make a decision.
got it.
On
That's
that.
But see,
what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
I will say this. That is true because I've been in a relationship and you get pulled into it in the sense, I guess, and then you thinking that's what they like to do. And I literally, that was one of the factors when I walked away, like, because she did not want to do that.
did you tell her?
But why aren't you talking about that in the beginning,
Because
or not
she
in the
was doing it
very
in the
beginning?
She hooked him with it. She was doing that.
She
but
was doing it in the beginning.
She was a good
Can't you
actress.
tell if somebody doesn't like that?
I mean,
if they're not, they shouldn't be.
In the beginning, it's new. I just think that she's getting.
Y'all.
I mean, listen.
Everything's good in the beginning.
Some women grab the mic like it's nothing. Some of them grab the mic, this getting used to it. So I just thought maybe
you
you
can tell by the mic grip.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell by the grip. But I'm saying,
What are the deadly grips?
what I'm trying to say though is that they might just be grippy because you're just new, and they're just getting to know you. So I'm thinking, okay, this might get a little better. I might be able to coach her or some things.
So you do ask and say, hey, I know this, that, and the
No,
other.
how
Do
can you
like
ask
this?
a woman?
Well, you don't ask for the first time like that.
Easy on me. Are you going to enhance that? How do you say that? How do you say
don't have to say
Levels.
I don't think you have to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think you could. Those are things you need to discuss.
Yeah.
Right, but I might not say the first.
How do you say that?
Right, we're doing it the first
So
time. I
if
mean,
we are trying to embark on something, we're trying to see where we're going with this. I need to have that conversation with you. What are your interests?
So in my mind, so I'm thinking about the conversation. Hey,
no, it's not.
you didn't
vulgar.
really
I
do
know
the
this.
the little molar rub. You didn't do that. You didn't do the pit bull.
what?
You didn't rub the molars with it. You didn't whatever it is. How you gonna tell a woman?
You could tell them.
Yeah,
I've done it before.
Right.
I just said
I've
I've had the
said
conversation
in the
before.
beginning.
In the beginning, yeah, pretty much early on.
Go ahead.
So when you
Because-
start talking about sex, that's when you start saying, well, this is what I like. Do you like this? Do we do this? When that sex is that conversation, that's when you
bring it up.
That's when you bring it up.
It's
And
a mature,
not about
it's a
all that
mature
nasty
conversation to
stuff.
have, but you got to be with a mature person to have
Do
it.
guys
Exactly.
have that conversation? You said
I've had it. You know what I'm saying? I
had
have.
it.
No.
And because
You're gonna
like I
take
said,
what you can get. All right.
Nah, I
Who
mean,
gonna take
You
what
gonna
you
take it.
I can't. Nah.
At least for the first 90
I'm
days,
past.
you just gonna take it.
I'm past the stage of just taking what you can get. G. It's too
Right,
much.
settling.
Well, because your time is more important. You're saying.
Well, no,
Yeah,
okay,
it's a
but
lot more
once again, the
important.
relationship is you vibe with and all that. That part of it,
Right.
The sex might be good, but that part, you thinking, okay, maybe I might be able to work with this, but you don't know that it's the reason why it's not good is because she don't have that interest.
I would ask her though. How do you feel about it? Women love that question. That's a tip for y'all. Ask a woman, how do you feel about any situation? You winning points.
Yeah, because that might be an out if she doesn't like it.
Talk to her.
You're not gonna ever
And
say
then
that.
they can say you gonna get it somewhere else. Is that what they gonna?
No, I mean you handle it from there cautiously.
You make your decision.
But the point is, you hear how she feels about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely.
So I've learned something. I didn't know you.
What'd you learn, Dre?
No, I'm just saying.
He learned that you're supposed to
That
ask
was the first time and
questions.
everything, but you didn't.
You didn't really grab the mic like
I
that.
ain't saying right afterwards. I'm saying the next day at lunch or
The
something.
next
Say it
day,
like that.
What's wrong with you, Dre? Well, I'm having feelings about.
The way you grab my mic.
You so stupid.
You didn't grab my mic correctly.
What is it? Well, I'm going to say this. Nah, dude.
You're an idiot. I'm sorry. That's just not right.
I wasn't able to sleep right.
You're just stupid, man.
Oh man, like I said, it just depends on having. That's funny though, but it just depends on having.
I understand though.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
You're saying communication, you need to be open about everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna be that open with your woman. How open is she gonna be with you?
Shit, hopefully
Do
the
you
same.
feel like she's holding back? If you feel like she's holding back, why are you wasting your time?
No, it's not that. What I'm trying to tell you, in the beginning of a relationship, women don't hold back much of nothing. It's not who they're gonna be.
Right.
They start off. It's on this. It's this champion. You like, damn, this a champ.
Yeah.
Well, don't you know?
Damn it, man.
So then you have to
And then you
figure
say,
out why the
I
change.
need you to be monogamous. You say, I'm with this.
Right.
And then 90 days into it, oh well, I'm really not in this thing.
Answer that one. You want to jump
So
on that
don't
one?
you have to figure out where's the change
No,
coming
it was
from?
the hook.
There's
She
no
never
change.
had to drop.
Also, she just putting
She
on a
gonna go ahead
facade
and
that
get
she
you
was
in
all
there
this.
because
Well, I mean, if she really likes the guy, I think that she's going to be trying to do some things to make him happy, right? Early on, you're not trying to make the man happy early on.
in the beginning,
I do me.
are you
I
the
lay it
exact
down.
same?
Well, let's talk about most
Yeah, I
women
don't
though.
have a representative. So I can't speak on anybody.
But you
else.
have homegirls, you have girlfriends. You've heard this story before.
Right.
Girl, I got him like this, and now I ain't got to do none of that. I know you have.
Now that I got the ring on, now they got the ring on my finger.
And then the second conversation is, will he be coming home late? And he's, the second.
So you're saying there's a reason that leads them to act that way then?
For women to act like
Yeah.
that? So they have ulterior motives.
Okay.
There's definitely ulterior motives. Because I don't know. There's ulterior motives. If you're doing all this extra shit in the beginning to keep the man, why aren't you enough with who you are? You should be honest.
No, that is her. No.
No.
Let's not separate the two. That's her.
No. If you're saying in the beginning she's this porno star, and then
Right.
you guys
She
get
got
a
it in her, but
monogamous, after she's landed you, then she backs up like, oh, okay, you only getting some on Tuesday.
Well, just like the dude.
That's bullshit.
Okay,
That is
in the
bullshit.
beginning-
That's what we saying.
She's not herself in the
thing is, though,
beginning.
Don't on both sides though. Don't we do things that we in the beginning that we'll probably never do again?
Like taking them out for roses and stuff?
Ironing your jeans. I don't iron my jeans. I iron my jeans for you. That's big. I know they throw in the washing machine.
That irons their jeans.
I know he throw them in the
Trying to get some, I guess. I guess if Dre's trying to get some, he's gonna.
I put it out there.
Dre's gonna iron his jeans
I put it. Yo, it is what it is, yo. It's
till you get that cookie jar.
like, no, it ain't even that. Like I said, you understand. In this
Right,
day
right.
and age, women almost want it more than men. As men mess it up all the time. We talk too much. We fuck it up. If you just shut the hell up, you probably be in better
Right.
situations than you normally
As
would.
far as what? What do you mean? What do you
I'm
mean?
talking about
What
as
do you mean
far as
you
having,
mess it
Talking
up?
about
as
the
far
sex.
if I'm in it just to have sex with a woman and things like that, right? There's so many options, especially being in Atlanta where we are.
Yeah.
You don't have to really try that hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your head focused on the other shit you got to do just to keep from not having sex all the time, because it's really that simple. Because the numbers line up for you in that way that it's like almost nowhere else. You know what I
Every man
mean?
is not created equal, Nas. Okay, like
That's
so
true.
You're saying that you saying you that dude.
No,
Everybody not
just
that
me.
dude.
No, just the numbers alone.
There's
Just the
dudes
numbers
that be just
alone.
thirsty. They be just
Just the numbers alone.
But
That's
it don't
what I'm
matter.
saying.
There's a dude. He don't know how to talk. There's a lot. He don't know how to do anything. He just sit in the corner,
And he
don't
can
even know.
still, and he
just-
can
He just
still,
walk up. He just grab a girl.
and he can still come up.
Atlanta's that weird.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's that off
But he's not getting the volume that you're getting.
No,
he
we ain't
might
talking
get
about volume.
he might get his hands on that girl and he gonna hold it tight. But he gonna mess up because he's whack. Period. He's just whack.
But the point is, he got it though.
He got it though.
But she's gone. So good look. He's desperate. You're saying it's plentiful to you, so you don't necessarily need to worry.
He wants
about it.
quality. He
It's
wants-
plentiful because you know how to communicate. You feel good about some things. You just that dude. Everybody is not that dude.
But that's what I'm saying. In the city, you don't have to be that dude.
That's
You could front. You could actually tell them like, "Hey, this
They
is
don't
me."
even know how to
I'm being
front.
no. I'm saying this is me. I'm honest. I don't even know how to put my words together that well. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you get. I like going home, playing video games, doing Pokemon cards. But I'm a homebody, and it will still find somebody out there.
Right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He is 100% accurate.
Right.
He is
That's what I'm
100% accurate because
Right.
a woman wants him. Not to say that men don't want, but that is so true. They
Okay.
can be the sorriest tail man ever. He can still get a woman. I'm sorry, especially in Atlanta. The thirst is real.
So you're saying the women are
just sexually, just to have a man, just to have a mate, just so you don't have to be alone. You don't have to go to bed at night. Just to have a damn man.
So he's just, only thing he is the opposite sex. Other than that, he's a
listen. I've heard stories. I've heard stories of a woman, a friend, going to the mall. The dude is standing out at the entrance. Hey, lady, you know, giving the whole little spiel or whatever. So she talks to him, and then he's like, okay, well, we should go to the movies. And she's like, okay, cool. Well, you know, you got to pick me up. He ain't had no car. He ain't had no job. He didn't have the money for the movies. And she still went out with him. She still went out with him because she wanted a man. Yes. And even in Atlanta, it's
what
almost
does
like
she look like is the question.
She's a nice woman.
What does she look like? You mean to tell me an attractive woman in the ATL couldn't find a dude with no car?
No.
Yes. A woman, There's no fly chick in Atlanta that
you wouldn't even
any man want.
Okay, well, hold on.
Stoop that low.
Hold on.
Man, see, I thought what did you say? What's this show about being open?
I understand.
That's not honest discussion. That's not honest.
Well, listen, no, but Dre, but hold on, but Dre, if she, but Dre,
There's not that many straight.
if she's experienced that,
Hello.
We better go in a whole nother
We need to
category.
say
in
case you didn't hear.
Hold on, but Dre,
That is a myth.
hold on, a whole other
That is a
road.
myth.
No, I went to Morehouse College. It's true.
But hold on.
Can I say what he
They
said?
can't hear
on
you.
the mic.
Hold on.
Yeah, they can't hear what you're saying. That's why I say we can't hear what.
Can't bring him in.
Well, no, I'm saying they can't hear. Right, that's what they can't.
Said he need to be over here.
We're just saying that our producers back here, they can't hear what he's saying, so we having that discussion. I'm saying like the people can't.
You want to tell him what he said?
So
What did he
what
say,
he
Trina?
said is there's not a lot of straight men in Atlanta,
That's a myth.
that is not a myth. That is
That's a
not a
myth.
myth. That is the truth.
Okay, but hold up. Listen,
We can go out right now.
Hold up.
Y'all, let's
That's a whole nother
Let's take
discussion.
this show to the street right now, and we can go in the bar. And them hard legs in there. Dudes posted up.
Whoa, whoa,
Hard
whoa,
legs.
whoa.
They just posted up, just crowded all around the edge. There's 4 women in there. Outside, whenever you go out and do.
I'm saying that's a whole other discussion.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna
keep going.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's a whole nother lane we're going into. Supposed to be in Atlanta.
I got you, man. I got you.
That's a
We
whole.
have to come back. That's a good
Right, but I'm saying
subject.
that's a whole other show though.
Right, it is.
Yeah, that's.
I won't be here that week.
You gotta come. Come
I don't
on
need to come
now.
that week.
That is like a whole nother show. But okay, but wrapping things up, like what monogamy, Trina.
So I honestly
What
think
are your feelings about it now in 2015? How it operates?
well in
Just giving your analysis of
2015
it.
with the state of relationships, black relationships, and
Okay.
our relationships, and what's going on in the world, and what we see, and how twerking is the best thing out there, and all of these things that come into play. I don't think monogamy is. I don't think in this day and age, it's a truth. If you are going to, that's a struggle. But I do think that's on a I don't know everybody's ages, but I think maybe those who. No, I looked at all of y'all.
Looked at
I
all
was
of us,
thinking
like
you. Maybe I don't know if it's a 2-parent household. Just a lot of things. It's a lot of things that play into it. But for my generation, I think monogamy can happen. And
Right
I
now.
know it can happen because I hate to keep talking about myself, but hey, I'm my number one fan.
How many people you know?
So I was in a relationship with, I was married for 9 years
Right,
to
right.
Mr. 3 Minutes. And he was 3 minutes from day one. But he was smart and he was funny and damn, he was
He's
all
a hustler
that.
He
too, right? He was a hustler too.
Yeah,
He was a hustler.
yeah.
But
Trini,
And
you
I was
put some information out
monogamous.
that don't need to be out on the
what
street.
did he say?
You put some information on the street that don't need to be out on the street.
But he was a good dude.
Talk about some
All
other
right, let it
chicks.
go. Let it
9 years,
finish.
3 minutes.
I got a friend. Let her finish. Go ahead.
No, he was a good dude. Just like you said, just like you posed to me. He was a good dude. He was hustling. All of that. 3 minutes was okay at the time. I
Okay.
was young too. Now I got some age behind me, so that's not acceptable.
Right.
This day and age.
Right.
But I think people with a little bit more maturity and a little bit more
You
understanding.
said it's realistic if you're more mature. What you're
yeah,
saying.
it's realistic if you have a certain mindset.
Right, and that
But-
person shares it.
And that person shares it. Yeah, you definitely have somebody who's on the same wavelength as you. Because if you like like he said, somebody that just has a low sex drive and the other one has a high sex, that's incompatible.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, men naturally have a higher sex drive. Period.
Not all
Right.
men.
No.
Not all, but it's a very small percentage.
Right.
There's very few
And
dudes
not
that
all
gonna turn
women
you
have
down.
low- and not
you know,
all women have
and if you
low
don't believe
sex
that,
drive.
you know, just do the 7-day challenge. Just every day, go mess with your man and see what happened. He gonna be ready, most likely.
5 out of
So
7.
if not, he got a bunch. If not, he got a bunch of medication.
Right. Okay. Now, nuts. What's your final analysis in
Oh
regards
man,
to?
there's just so much to.
I know we kind of
encompass-
we're going and then we're kind of going back. This is a good discussion.
But let's get back to the topic. All
but
right,
it's-
let's go with it because
This wrapping up. How would you say like monogamy 2015? What's your final?
I think it's possible. I believe in it. I'm looking forward to it eventually. You know, when it happens, I'm open to it.
But until then,
I think
you're
it's
gonna-
more. No, it's not even an until then type of thing. It's really just something.
I'm
It's really. I know it's so good. It's really just about an energy thing between you and the woman. You know what I mean? And that's where it all starts. If you want to build something more substantial and long lasting, that's where it begins, with the energy between you and them, and then building from there, having the same understandings of and expectations, and then comes in the communication. You know what I mean? If you want to go off on what it means to be a traditional family and you want to raise and build that legacy and contribute to the world and help out people and all that good stuff, then you know a majority of that starts from the same people having the same foundations. You know what I mean? And that would be monogamy. That would be me and you dealing one-on-one. That would be me and you understanding it's us against the world.
All right.
That
Brother-
was beautiful, by the way.
That was beautiful. That
We got kind of ratchet earlier. I had to pull it back a little bit.
was
That's a
nicely
beautiful-
done, Dre.
That's a
Well,
very-
I'll let Dre finish for
I'm not gonna be long-winded.
I think you'll be long with it, but you might not be as beautiful as.
That's a beautiful situation.
But
Okay. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because it's a problem. I want to go as far. It's an epidemic. Okay, women are putting these restraints on men, and it's something that they're not going to fulfill their end of the bargain. You talk to a woman a lot of times. If you ever get into her past, what happened to so and so in a relationship? He cheated. Okay, but then you get in a relationship with him. You say 3 months later, you say, I understand why he did it. If you did the same thing, if you done that to him, then you was hanging from the ceiling fan for the first 3 months, and then on the 4th month, you get back to your original plan. I understand. So a lot of women can say that they can go without. So if you can go without, I'm just trying to say, and women will say this all the time. They say if it's not around, and ask your girlfriends, they'll tell you, if it's not around and they're not in a relationship and they don't have no feeling for somebody, they can do without it. That is the difference between men and women.
Okay.
If I don't have a relationship, if a man don't have a relationship, I don't have that relationship, I'm still gonna want it.
No matter what.
And the woman I have a relationship with, ain't no feelings. I mean, I ain't like her. We can grudgingly do it, okay? I'm still gonna be looking for the girl I want to be with.
gonna get done,
So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not personal. So women are always saying, "Oh, men, they make that so bad that men cheated." But then whenever you start getting down to the nitty gritty, it's because
just sex.
no, it was not that personal. But then the women had a role in it that they didn't say that they were gonna cut back on that. They didn't say that because it's a very conditional relationship. So I understand if a dude you meet him and he got a 6-pack. And 2 years later, he got a keg. You're not really, he's not the same person. So it's conditional.
Right.
But it's conditional on both sides.
Yeah.
So if you stop taking care of yourself and you stop doing things that keep you, I guess, sexually wanting it, whatever. I don't know how it works for women. Y'all got to explain that to me, how all that comes together. But anyway, if you cut back on yours, you can't say, okay, I don't expect you to step out no matter what. Because once again, we already established that that's the #1 drive for men, and it's maybe number 3. And we could probably get a survey. We could just ask some of the people that are tuning in, where's the ranking? I think it's pretty consistent with men. It's #1.
Right.
You cooling now?
Right.
I need me some trim. All right? In my appetite.
You gotta get done.
That's just me. I'm
Wow.
done.
All right.
Good point.
What about the rest of the show? What about
I know I got some
that's next show?
Well, we are, time. We actually spent a lot of time on the monogamy. It was a good discussion, and we kind of did a little freestyle in this last part. Was good. So, what did you say? You want to share something real quick, Trina?
No, I just wanted to ask.
See, Dre, this is what Dre does. Dre riles people up. This is what Dre does. Dre riles people up. But go ahead.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. He riled you up. So go ahead. All right.
So I don't know. Did we answer the question? Can men be monogamous? So if that woman is, that wasn't.
But go ahead. I mean, ask the question right now. Go ahead.
Well, can men be monogamous?
Yes, they can.
If that woman is willing to do
It's
what?
about keeping up what you started with.
Okay. So give and take.
It's about, once again, being truthful. Women, y'all say y'all like honesty. Y'all put that out there. I want you to be honest with me. Word. You need to be honest with me.
Okay, Dre. I need to talk to you offline.
See.
No.
I have nothing wrong with what he's saying. I
It's
agree
true.
with what he's
Okay,
saying.
I agree with what he's saying
But
too, but I'm
whenever you date
thinking
women
farther.
and whenever you're dating women and you start talking to them, it always kind of ends the same way. They always say something about somebody cheated, but they never say because of this or he just was too wild. They never say. They just say he cheated, but they don't. They act like they had nothing to do with that. They act like they just.
And that's all the women that you've dated. They've all said.
No. This is women I talk to.
He's
Period.
talking about
just
women's
people.
discussion.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And men that I talk to, whenever they get to talking about a woman, they'll say if she was married or why did they quit? Why did y'all get out of a relationship? He cheated. He was all these great things. He was 6'2". He was 6% body fat. He was a great orator.
relate.
He was a
I
great
can't
dad.
relate.
He was
That's
everything
not-
else, but he got him some trim. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And the relationship is done.
Right.
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 All right. Well, good stuff from everybody. I appreciate everybody joining us. Trina held it down for the ladies, which I was never worried about.
I wouldn't either.
I wasn't worried about it at all. But yeah, I think monogamy, when you look at it, it is something. I think it can be done. It's going to take some work and that honest discussion being done forthright. And like you said, with the sex part, if you need that mic gripped, 4 or 5 times a week, you need to let that be known.
No, that is up to her. To find out what your drive is,
Right.
if she's going to keep up.
If she's going to fulfill it.
If she might.
Well, you can't force somebody
She has to find out.
Huh?
What do you mean find out? Why can't you just make me know?
Well,
if you tell her.
He is. He's going to always tell you. I mean, he's going to get around his pants will be poking out. That's the one. That's the one.
Is that it?
Yeah, he's going to tell you.
I can't even with this one.
His pants gonna be poking out.
Poking out. Something going to poke you. He going to hug you. And all of a sudden, y'all get some little
You
distance.
stabbed in the back a couple
You
times.
don't know.
Okay.
Like I told you twice. What's the problem?
You know what? On that note, listen, follow us on Twitter
Talk about this war.
at ORT Show. Hit us up on Instagram at ORT Show. You can email me at ortshow@gmail.com. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Check out Knots. Anything you want to plug real quick, Knots? You got going with you?
Hip hop gets back. That's mostly it.
Yeah, make sure you check out Hip Hop Gives Back. That's Knots' website and everything. Trina, you have anything you want to plug?
No, this was a good discussion.
Okay, we thank you for having and of course,
well, Trina.
we know Dre has nothing to plug. He has no social media. He has no online presence.
I thought I just plugged, didn't I? I thought this was a plug.
Well, you just saying give a shout out to Trina as a plug? No, I
thought the show was a plug.
yeah, the show is a plug. Yeah, it is a plug. Now I was just saying.
I'm
but yeah,
plugged in right now.
Right.
I'm interneting right now.
Just go.
And that right there explains why Dre has no online presence right there. Listen, thank you everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you check them out. 24/7 hip hop, music, videos, discussion, great shows. And we're going to be out, man. Odell's Roundtable. See you next time.